Clear. Understand. So this is an exactly under storage model. We're going to be discussing. These are all the topics. Today, today, yeah, we already started S3 bucket in the last session. But let us revise one more time. Some of the students are absent last class. But let it be open up slide. Let it be open our slide. Let us be open our slide. Please. So what is S3 bucket? What is an exactly S3 bucket? It is a simple storage service. It is a simple storage service. It is an online bucket. It's an online bucket. We can access from almost from any device. So we can able to retrieve, upload or a download or a store or retrieval any amount of data from anywhere in the world from internet. We can able to handle that. So if you want to create S3 bucket in in AWS, majorly we have a three components: bucket, folder, object. So bucket is just like a root folder. Under root folder, we're gonna be creating a folders. Under folder, we can able to create a objects. So this is a structure of our S3 bucket. Okay, let me create one more time for today also. Please be getting into AWS first. Let it be getting into the AWS. And please be logged in first. Please be open. Google Authenticator. Okay. This server is I don't want it. Let it be terminated. Clear. So let us getting into the S3 dashboard. Please be getting into the S3 dashboard. So please be create S3 bucket. So general purpose, we are creating SPS. Bucket name is my AWS, whatever, maybe any folder, but it should be small letter and it should be unique. So once if it is taken this bucket name, no one can use the same. Okay, by using the same name, you can't able to create again and again. Okay, it is like a Gmail. How you create a Gmail account? After that, no one can take the same. The same here also. AWS 15th August 25. With this name, I'm gonna be creating a bucket. But while creating a bucket, I'm gonna be providing ACL enable. What are the ACL objects? This bucket can be owned by other AWS accounts also. Access the bucket can be specifying is ACL. So we can able to allow and feature permissions also. So ACL disable means what? So we can't access by default anyone outside. Okay. By only we can specific policies we can write a policies, then only we can. But enable means what? We can graphically we can able to handle. Got it. Understood this. Okay, we'll discuss. And then so we are allowing bucket public access. So do you want to allow, do you want to block, do you want to remove the blockage of all the public access? Remove. As of right, but real time it is not. So acknowledge this change and click on create. So once if it is click on create, automatically the bucket will be created. Once if it is successfully create a bucket, once if it is successfully create a bucket, once if it is successfully create a bucket. Okay, what are the bucket name, guys, please? Is it a bucket or not? Yes. And once if it is create a bucket and we can able to create a file. Any file, please. We can create a file, we can upload. We can create a file and we can upload, please. How, please? So let it be create a file. My file one. And this file, let it be write any data. Please let it be write on the data. This is my file. Upload a file. Add a file. On desktop, please be choose where you are created. Please be select from the desktop and upload. Is this file is unuploaded or not? Tell me. Is this file is unuploaded or not? Tell me. Yes, we have successfully uploaded. Once if it is an upload, by default we can't able to access this. By default we can't be. We can't be access. We need to make it as a public access. We need to make it as a public access. Once if it is make it as a public access, then we can. Then we can access. This is what exactly we are understood in the last session. Copy this and let it be paste here and we can access. Are we accessing or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, we have successfully accessed. We have successfully accessed. But while uploading, it will be charged for us. Yes, whatever we are uploading, whatever we are uploading, the data, it will be charged for us. But for every new AWS account, it will get 5 GB of free. 5 GB of free on S3 bucket. Let us look at one. AWS S3 pricing. Please look at once S3 pricing. Please, please look at pricing. If it is scroll down, then if it is scroll down, you can find here. See, look at here is around 5 GB of free or not. A new AWS customer received 5 GB of storage. 5 GB of storage. Got it. It's very clear. Fine. But if it is exceed, how exactly it will be charged for us? Yes, please. It will be charged for us $0.023 per GB. So it will be charged per based on size per GB wise. Based on the size. First to 50 terabyte, the cost is like this. If it is next to 450, it will be cost like this. If it is 500 more than that, the cost will be 0.021 per GB. Okay. So S3 bucket or S3 bucket, the charges will applicable dollar per GB, and this cost is going to be varied based on the size. If it is more upload, more size, more data if you upload, then automatically cost is reduced. The cost varies based on the size, not only varied based on the size, it will vary based on the region also. Region also. As of right now, we are in Virginia. But if you go for Mexico, see here the cost is changed or not, tell me. Why? Because the cost, the maintenance, the cost, expenditure, employee salaries, and taxes, country to country, it will be different. That's why definitely the cost is different. We can't expect the same cost for entire the globe. No, it is not possible. Click. Understood this. So, but not only change this cost based on the storage classes also. Based on the storage classes also. But in the storage class, the standard is the highest charge for us, but least charging is Glacier. So storage classes, based on storage classes, based on storage classes, based on storage classes, price will be varied. Got it very clearly, all of you? I'll repeat again. Whatever we are uploading, data rest in storage account, it will be charged for us. It will be charged for us. How exactly it will be charged for us? First, 5 GB is free. First, 5 GB is free. But if it is exceed more than 5 GB, it will charge like this. Charge per GB, charge per GB. The charge also varied based on the size, based on the region also. Region to region, the cost is gonna be changed. Not only change the store, not only changing cost for based on the size, based on the region, it will vary based on the storage classes also. Sir, what is an advantage of storage classes? What is an exactly storage classes? We have a different types of storage classes, like a standard storage class, like reduced redundancy storage class, infrequency access storage class, glacier storage class. Sir, what is the difference between the storage classes? Cost will be differ, availability will be differ, durability will be differ. Cost will be differ, availability differ, and durability will be differ. Cost, availability, and durability. Sir, cost you know very well. Sir, what is the availability? What about the durability? What is the meaning of durability? Durability is nothing but not to be lost. Whatever the files we are uploading into the S3 bucket, it should not be lost. It should not be lost. For example, let's say we are keeping 10,000 files in the storage. You can expect to lose one file in 10 million years. That means not to be lost. So what are the meaning of double 9, 11 nines means what? 99% 9999 means what? So they're gonna be providing high durability. If it is less than this, that means low durability. That is the meaning of indication. Please observe. If it is this, that means High durability. If it is less than this, that means what? Less durability. Okay. The same way availability. Availability means what? Will be accessibility. Whatever we keeping data in our S3 bucket, whatever we keeping data in our S3 bucket, whatever data we are keeping in S3 bucket, whatever keeping in S3 bucket, we have to access, we have to access, access at any cost. At any cost. We are uploaded in the last session is this video file, am I right? So we're accessing this file or not, tell me. We're uploading this or not, tell me. We're accessing this video file or not, tell me. And we have done this. We have done this bucket, this S3 storage, we are making it as a static website or not, tell me. And but while accessing also, it will be charged for us. Okay, that I will discuss later. First, let it be come to that. What is availability case, please? Will be accessible. Will be accessible. If it is double line dot double line means what exactly? If you are keeping 100 hours, 10,000 hours, you can expect to 1 hour is not available to access. That is the meaning of availability. If it in this case, high availability. If it is less than this, that means what? Low availability. Please keep in this mind. Let us understand. So what the use of the storage classes? So actually, whenever you're uploading objects in S3 bucket, okay, by default it's the standard. By default it's a standard storage class. Why? Because of it is a default, but it is a costly. It is too costly. It is most expensive storage class in S3 bucket. It is too costly. It is too costly. Why? Because of it is if you bearing per GB 0.02414 dollar per GB, if you are handling every month 15 TB of data per month, how much charge the companies are paying, the clients are paying? It is huge, am I right? They can't affordable. Okay, even the big companies maybe they are reducing the cost. But what are the solution for this? We need to use storage class. We can optimize optimize the cost based on the requirement. How, sir? Of exactly this, let us understand. First, let me know please how many types of data in your personal data. In your personal data, how we can how many types we have, how we can divide the data in your watching video, whatever maybe in YouTube, like personal data or official data, whatever. So how many categories, yes, please? Totally three. Totally three categories. The first category is what? Frequently accessed data. Second category, infrequency access data. Third category, never ever access, just ever want to keep for backup purpose. Example, let's say this will be decided based on the time frame. This will be decided automatically time frame. Maybe today in YouTube, in your YouTube, in your YouTube. Okay, one movie trailer is released. So people are accessing very frequently, am I right? Every day, every second. They are hitting onto the YouTube, the particular video frequently every second. But the same video file after 30 days, same frequency, maybe daily once, twice. But after 60 days, maybe weekly once, after 90 days, maybe once, maybe after 1 year. No one access, but we should be keep it as a backup purpose, am I right? The same situation here also. Whatever we are uploading data, so the based on the time frame, the importance of the data will be varied. Today is very important, but after 30 days, maybe less important. Maybe after 60 days, after 90 days, we not use that data. We're not using the data. In that case, why we are all people paying heavy amount for all the cases all the time. Standard, it is not required, am I right? As a AWS admin, our responsibility is to change storage classes based on the time frame, based on the time frame, based on the time frame, based on the importance of the data. We have to change the storage classes. But we should understand the storage classes first. We have a different types of storage classes: standard storage classes, reduced redundancy storage classes, infrequency as storage classes, one zone infrequency access storage classes, and a glacier also. Sir, what is the difference? Only difference is between the storage classes, the difference is only cost will be changed, availability change, durability change, accessibility will be different. But let us understand standard. Standard is a default storage class. It is a general purpose for all the purpose of storage. It is the most expensive. Okay. It is a double line dot level line means what? High durability. Okay. 99.99 availability means what? High availability, as we discussed. But reduced redundancy means what exactly? Compared to standard, reduced redundancy is a less expensive than standard storage case. But if we observe here, durability is double line not level. Compared to here to here, what is the difference? Durability is less. Means what? So durability is less, but accessibility more. So these two are for what purpose we are using. Frequently accessed data we are gonna be using. Wherever you are using frequently accessed data, we go for these two, either standard or reduced redundancy. This is if you want to whatever data we are uploading, important data should not be loose, go for it. Even though not important, if even the losing the data, I'm not big deal about it. So I want to look at only accessibility, frequently accessibility. In this case, let us go for that is the difference between these two. Clear? Understand this? Second category. Infrequency, but after 30 days, after 60 days, maybe I want to access only weekly ones. That in that case, we need to change the change the files objects to the infrequency access data. Infrequency access data. Infrequency means what? We are accessing data weekly once, twice, but not continuously. In that case, accessibility is less. Durability is very high. Durability is very high. Accessibility is low. Less than, it is the cost is less expensive than standard and reduced redundancy storage classes. But whatever data we are going to be replicated multi-availability. So we're keeping data in multiple places. But it is a one zone, both are same. So this infrequency access, one zone infrequency access, both are same. It is a multi-availability zone. It is a single availability zone. That is different. But if you go for single zone, we can reduce the cost. We can reduce the cost less than 20% of standard infrequency. What about Glacier? Third category. We never ever access. We never ever access that. So no accessibility. Are you observing here any availability here? No, only durability. Only durability. No availability. Once if it is upload, we can't access immediately. Okay, like your YouTube, like an online, we can't use this, but we can get back the data, but take time. Immediately we can't. Understood very clearly. So standard reduced redundancy for frequently accessed data. Infrequency data is the second category. Never ever access and just keep the data in the Glacier for backup purpose. Clear. So if we observed in the pricing, see here 0.0241 dollar per GB, but if we go for Glacier, it is a very less cost. It is very less cost business. Very less cost. That's what. Based on time frame, based on importance, we need to change the storage classes. Clear all of you, please. Understand? But how exactly we can the storage class change? Yeah, we can do. We can do, for example, let's say my file. So by default is the standard. I can able to change it to the edit storage classes. Change the standard storage class to the infrequency or one zone. Standard infrequency, but when it will be after 30 days. But after 60 days, what do you need to do? We should change the storage classes to the maybe after 90 days. Glacier instant retrieval. We have a different types of glaciers also. We'll discuss. Clear? Can you able to change it or not based on the time frame, based on the importance of the data? Clear. If you observe here the pricing, if you go for pricing, if it is located here, if it is located here, standard we understood, infrequency understood, one zone also we understood. Let us go for glacier. So we have again different types of glaciers case please. So instant retrieval, flexible retrieval, deep glacier. Totally we have the three types of glaciers. So what is the difference between this? Time is different. What is the difference? Time is different. So whatever data we keep in the glacier, we can access in milliseconds. But cost also high compared to these three. If you compare these three, it is cost is very high. With 0.0024. But sir, I don't want in milliseconds. I want to go for 1 minute to 12 hours. That means the cost is reduced. 0.00 is a 4 is a 3. But sir, I don't want after 12 hours. Not within a minute. Okay, it's hours maybe. We can restore back within 12 hours. It will take hours of time. That cost will be reduced 0.02. Here is a 4, 3, 2. The cost is different. The time frame is different. The cost is different based on the time frame. In millisecond, in hours, in minutes, minute to 1 hours, it is hours, hourly, maybe 1 hour, 2 or 3 hours. It may take 12 hours, but they're promising less than hour, less than 12 hours. We can get back the data, but not in fraction of seconds. Cost is different. That is what exactly instance retrieval, flexible, deep glacial. Clear all of you. Perfect. Understand is very clear up to this point. Any questions? Any questions in the chat box? Any questions? Okay. Okay. My question is, sir, if it is one file, we can handle. This is also very difficult because of unit is 180 days plan, am I right? So today we are in standard, maybe after 30 days in frequency, after 60 days, one zone, after 90 days glacier, after 180 days deep glacier. So we can't remember even one file, but how we can handle hundreds of files, sir? We have a number of files in S3 bucket or not, tell me. Hmm? Is it really possible to change the storage classes based on the time frame? So today I can select all and I can do it in a single slot, but it does not happen single time. I want to do it in multiple times in a, based on the time frame. How? Manually? No. What we have done, okay, it's okay, but one file on a spot we can do that. But the continuous, if you do continuous day by day work, but it is not possible, am I right? But what is the solution for this? That is solution for is automation. How we can automate this? And how we can automate this by helping of object lifecycle. Object lifecycle. What is an exactly object lifecycle? So for example, it is a rule. We are going to be setting a rule that automatic migration of storage object classes. It is a rule of automation. Set a rules that automate the migration of object storage classes. So for example, we have a working file that I'm going to be accessing next to 30 days. After 30 days, I may not only need to access that file once in a week for next 60 days. After, after which is totally 90 days, I probably never ever access that file again, but I want to keep it as in a just for access purpose. So this is an example. This is a requirement. This requirement, how exactly fulfill manually it is not possible. That's what we are gonna be using object lifecycle. See, please go for management. And before that, I have an option. I want to show you. We have a different types of prefixes, am I right? Somewhere else you can see TXT, somewhere else HTML, somewhere else PDF, somewhere else doc, somewhere else JS. A lot of accent. Sometime maybe it is images. If you go for images, see here JPG, GIF. We have a different prefixes, am I right? Yeah. But so can able to do this object lifecycle for all the prefixes or a specific prefixes that we can decide. So create a lifecycle rule. Please be create lifecycle rule. My rule is 01. My rule 01 or else anything on a specific purpose we can write a name. You can name it as anything. Yeah. So are we uploading dot extension of txt only? Txt extensions prefixes only. Or maybe jpj prefix or a doc prefix in specific or else apply for all. Apply for all the prefixes. Choice yours. While applying, while applying, see look at here a transaction current version of objects. Transaction current version of object. Please be choose. We have a different types of versions, and what is the versioning? We'll discuss. So what is the versioning? What is an advantage of versioning? We'll discuss. But as of right now, let us go for current version. Or else go for non-current version also. Okay, but please go for current version only. Expiring this current version object, yes. Permanently deleting non-current version, delete a expiring object, delete markable. Okay, please. I'm gonna be choosing these all options. Once if you to choose in the below, we have a transition of current version. Okay, so after 30 days, after 30 days, I want to change the storage classes for all the objects, one frequency access. But let us go for after 60 days. I want to change it to this infrequency, sorry, one zone infrequency. Maybe after 90 days, I want to go for retrieval, flexible retrieval. After 180 days, I want to keep it in deep glacial. So based on this days time frame from the today, automatically the storage classes will be changed on top of all the objects. Sir, do you want to days after object creation expiring? Maybe I can expire after that 300 days of top of it. Permanently deleting non-current version after 400 days. Maybe it is for new versions, maybe 450 days. I'm gonna be choose this based on this time frame. So it is very clearly we can see here. Uh, Review the transaction of expressions. Please go day by day. We can see day one where you are, day 30 after day 16, after 90 days, after 180 days, 180 days, after 300 days. How is in exactly? So exactly the transaction happen of storage classes we can see here. Based on if it is agree, we can create a once if it is create a rule. Once if it is create a rule. Based on these rules and regulations. Based on this rule, based on the time frame, automatically our storage classes will be changed. Clear? Is it perfect? Any questions? So up to this point, we understood very clearly how we can upload, how we can upload, and what are the different types of storage classes, how to optimize the cost, and what is the difference between the storage classes. Maybe it is a cost, availability, durability, accessibility. We understood very clearly. We understood very, very, very clearly. Okay. So what is the point, please? So apply the data in the storage, rest in that. Cost will be applicable. How, when it will be applicable cost, please? Data rest in the S3 bucket. So how exactly it will be charged for us? Based on the per GB, charged per GB based on the usage. And it will vary based on the region and based on the storage class. The cost will be varied based on region, based on the size, based on the storage classes also. Up to this point, we assumption is that the charge applicable on the storage of the data only. Up to this point, we thought charge applicable for uploading data into the storage class, but not only for uploading, not only uploading data in S3 bucket, okay? Not only keeping data into the S3 bucket, it will be charged for us for access also. Sir, if you're trying to access, for example, let's say, For example, you are accessing this website. Internally, so many files we have, am I right? So not only charge for access, it will be charge not only for storage, it will be charged for access also. It will be charged for us access also. Sir, how? How exactly? Let us understand. So while accessing data over internet, we have a HTTP method. You observed anywhere else? Somewhere else you can see no secure. Somewhere else you see your HTTP method. So with the help of HTTP protocol only, we are handling on HTTP, HTTPS. By using these protocols only, we can handle the data over internet. This is supporting by HTTP protocol. Got it. But this protocol has a different methods like a put method, copy method, post method, list method, get method. We have a different types of methods based on the type of request, based on the type of access, the cost will be varied. Based on the type of the access, the cost will be varied. See here, if it is put, copy, post, the cost will be like this. If it is get, select, that means the cost is like this. For example, let's say, if you observe, if it is scroll down as we discuss, a new AWS customer receive 5 GB free, but 20,000 get request are free. So 2000 put request are free. Sir, what is the put method? What is the get method? What is in exactly this? Okay, we are not, this is not cup of tea, but let me explain this. So let us for understanding purpose only. Usually, developers, Java developers, they know very well about this. Without this concept, without this HTTP method, request and response methods, so they can't be write a code. That is a base fund of a developer's point of view. But as a administrator, we should come to know knowledge base. It's okay for here. So, for example, let's say, let's say if you go for any internet, like a Facebook, you are handling, you're accessing the Facebook. Just we are accessing only Facebook only, right? Just accessing server. Do you anything do activity on server? Say nothing. So nothing to happen on server, just we are accessing with nothing but what get request. But if you do any activity like a login page, registration, booking tickets, tracking tickets, okay, this kind of thing. This is what exactly, please. This is what exactly means. This, something happening, something you are doing activity in server side. That means it is a put, copy, post methods. Uploading resumes. Okay, that's what. So if not affecting anything, that is a less pressure, less work. That means less cost. If you do anything affecting on server side, that means login registration. That definitely some work is there, some process is there happening. The power consumption is there, computing power, everything used. That's what that is a put post. That is a little bit more cost. If we observe here, the cost is, see, the get request is faster. The 20,000 get request are free. 2000 get up. If it is cross this, then definitely it will be charge for us. If it is observed, get is 0.000 per thousand, per every thousand, $0.00 charge for us. But if you go for post, put, copy, post, then 1000 per thousand requester will be charged for a 0.0. Here is a double zero, it is a triple zero, which is more cost. Double zero is a more cost, triple zero less cost. Means what? Less affecting. It is no affecting on server side. But if you put copy post, it affecting on server side. Maybe login, verification your data, validation your data, while registration, inserting data in the database, uploading resume, something activity you do in the server side. That means what? Put copy post list. But you're not doing any activity just for access only. Yet that's what less cost. But let us experience this. Let me show you. Please press F12, 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 F12. Okay. Please go for F12. Type it is F12. Okay. Let it be, do it one more time. So just we're accessing only F12. Please let us go for it. Facebook. See here. Click on network. Is it a get request or not? Does it get request or not? Is it okay? Why just we are accessing only? But if you do login page, if you're trying to log in, if you're trying to log in, upload, registration, then let us go for CEO post. Some difference is there or not? Please tell me. For login purpose, post. Maybe upload. If you're uploading resume, that may be put. Get is different purpose. Put is different purpose. Post is purpose different. Upload is different. Understood. So specific purpose is there, but altogether we should not worry about these are all the get put most method. We are not developers, we're not much deeper about it. Okay. So if you observed here, whether it is put copy post, that means what exactly? So this is charge. If it is select, get select, that means what? It is only for what? Exactly this. This, if you have an idea, it is more than that, then only we can play the game for reducing the cost for our companies, our clients. That's what exactly. But we're not working with these methods. Okay, just we want an idea to optimize the cost. That is more than enough as administrator. Clear. I hope you people are understand this. Clear, sir. We are understood very clearly up to this point. But question is, we understood storage classes, how to optimize storage classes, how many ways we can optimize, how to reduce the cost. We understood very clearly. But sir, what is the bucket versioning? Whatever uploading, whatever we're uploading, whatever we're uploading, okay, whenever you're uploading, data only we maintaining only one copy only, always one copy. Maybe are only uploading only once or many times, man. We are uploading maybe sometime daily also. Every day one update, every day one change in a file. Every day one update, one change. Suddenly, 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 I want to roll back last week. What happened last week in the file? What change we have done? Can you able to remember? Again, you need to change back and working on top of the file. It is very difficult or not. Is today's maybe one or two lines, maybe tomorrow maybe it is thousands of lines. So if you are keeping a version for each and every change in the bucket, can able to roll back and alter version all the changes or not? We can reduce the time or effect of time. We can reduce the time or not? Definitely. I'm right. Understood this. But how we can work with version, bucket versioning, S3 versioning. Okay, how we can operate this. And permissions. What are the bucket permissions? How we are working with CLI. How we are operate. How we are working with how we are working with GUI the same thing. Can able to do it in CLI commandly. Can able to do it in commandly. What I have done this creating, updating, whatever maybe by executing a command can able to do it. But the same thing can able to do it in Terraform. How to write a Terraform file for this? Can able to do it in CloudFormation. we're gonna be learning coming modules. So I'm gonna be teaching this in each and everything by hand. So we're not copying this code. This will we are gonna be writing. I'm gonna be teach you each and every letter by writing by you. I make you write it by your own hands. I will teach you. That's what we are handling in AWS. But so after completion of cloud storage, then we go for what? Networking model. After that, DevOps models. After that, DevOps model. This is the flow. Just want to clarify, some students are the flow maybe missing. That's what an Ansible, how we are writing playbooks. This is we are gonna be, and how to deploy real-time projects also. That is the flow. Fine. But in our course, the easiest model is this one only. Compute model, storage model, easiest model. But networking model, configuration model, container model, CI/CD model, little bit tough. You have to concentrate, spend more time to practice. That's it, yes, please, for today. We'll continue by tomorrow. Any questions? Any questions? Uh, Venkateshwar recording classes. I'll upload. I forget actually. Don't worry, Venkateshwar. I will upload the recording session around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock I'll upload. Please be cross check once. That's it. That's it, guys. Please. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. Thank you. We'll continue.